Welcome to the last video of this series. I'm AJ Scott with Intero Real Estate, and we would like to go over a few easy calculations commonly used to evaluate multi-residential property. Let's dive in. Gross rent multiplier is sales price divided by annual gross income. This is also known as GRM. This number gives you an idea of the gross income the property generates before any expenses and loan payments. The GRMs fluctuate with property size, number of units, and location. Recently, multi-residential properties have traded at a wide range. The GRMs have ranged between 50 and 20. The cap rate is the net operating income divided by the sales price. It is represented by a percentage and is a good way to assess the income of a building. Focusing on the cap rate allows you to compare apartment investments to other investments such as bonds and treasuries. And locally, cap rates range between 2 and 4%. The cost per square foot is the sales price divided by rentable square feet. This is a good way to compare the costs of purchasing an older building to a replacement cost. So, this calculation is great when comparing two buildings with different bedroom and bathroom counts. Cost per unit is the sales price divided by the number of units. This calculation does not consider the bed and bath count. It should be used in a combination with the cost per square foot calculation. Let's apply the calculations to a real live transaction we brokered. Here's the scenario. A longtime client recently purchased a 6-unit building with significant deferred maintenance. What was the market like at the time? Well, the purchase closed in the summer of 2021. The apartment market was soft due to COVID. However, it's important to note that while rents were down significantly, apartment values only dipped slightly. The buyer understood the resilience of the market and made his offer accordingly. So, what did our client purchase it for? $1,550,000. As is, all cash, no loans. The seller was a long-term owner that allowed the property to fall into a state of disrepair. The property was delivered with 2 vacancies and 1 notice to vacate. This was a positive for the buyer. He had 3 units he could renovate and bring to market rents. It was not a purchase for the faint of heart. He was up against old wiring, plumbing, windows, and long-term tenants paying well below market rents. Let's look at the final numbers and the potential. As you can see, at the close of escrow, the GRM was $21.69 and the cap rate was 1.96%. Typically, a 6-unit building would sell for a much lower GRM, maybe a GRM of 15 or 16 and a cap rate of about 3.5 to 4%. So, if we were to focus primarily on the GRM and cap rate, this deal would have not made a lot of sense. However, a different perspective helped make sense of the deal. It wasn't a run-of-the-mill transaction, but it made sense to the right buyer. In the end, he finished his renovations in 7 months at a cost of $175,000, re-rented the units, and stabilized his cash flow. The end result, he now had a respectable 4% cash-on-cash return with the potential for appreciation. In closing, let our experience and knowledge help you achieve your real estate goals. We look forward to hearing from you.